Chosen one, this message will sting at first, but it will also free you. The truth is simple. As long as you keep chasing approval, you will remain blocked from your divine flow. You may not even realize how deeply it has taken root. You wake up wondering what others will think. You share pieces of yourself, and then immediately question if you should have said it differently. You hesitate before making choices because in the back of your mind, someone else's opinion still weighs heavier than your own knowing. That constant pull is not harmless. It is a cage. It is the invisible chain that keeps you from walking freely into the life the universe has been preparing for you. And tonight, the universe is not whispering but speaking clearly. Stop chasing approval. You've felt it before, haven't you? That exhaustion after trying to explain yourself. That emptiness after bending your truth to keep someone else comfortable. That frustration after realizing that no matter how much you give, the validation never feels enough. That is because approval is a bottomless pit. The more you feed it, the hungrier it becomes. And what's worse, every time you chase it, you delay your own blessings. Your frequency scatters. Your divine flow, the current that was supposed to carry you into alignment, becomes clogged with other people's expectations. That's why the path feels heavy. That's why the clarity feels dim. That's why you keep circling the same lessons. But chosen one, tonight can be different. Tonight you are being asked to break that cycle. To see clearly that chasing approval is not humility. It is not kindness. It is not love. It is self-abandonment dressed in the disguise of being good enough. The universe never designed you to live small so that others feel big. You were not chosen to keep diluting yourself for acceptance. You were chosen to hold frequency, to stand as proof that alignment matters more than applause. That purpose matters more than permission. And if you can understand this, if you can stop chasing what was never yours to begin with, your divine flow will return. You will feel it rushing through your days like a current that finally broke free of the dam. Opportunities will open without you forcing them. Peace will return without you begging for it. The right people will show up without you performing for them. But here is the warning. If you ignore this, the cycle will repeat. More fatigue, more restlessness, more silence from the universe because your ears are tuned to human approval instead of divine instruction. Chosen one, it is time to choose differently. Chosen one, let me tell you why chasing approval is so dangerous to your soul. It doesn't just distract you, it rewires you. Every time you bend yourself to please someone, you tell your spirit, "My truth is not enough." And over time, that lie becomes a pattern that silences your intuition, a pattern that clouds your vision, a pattern that makes you doubt what you already know. You've noticed it before, that voice inside you that said, "Don't go there," but you ignored it because someone else said you should. That inner pull that told you, "This isn't right," but you stayed anyway because you didn't want to upset anyone. That spark of creativity, that bold idea, that next step, and yet you buried it because you thought, "What if they don't approve?" Every one of those moments was your divine flow being interrupted. Not because you weren't capable, not because you weren't ready, but because you handed the steering wheel of your destiny to someone who was never meant to drive. And here is the truth most people don't want to hear. Some of the people whose approval you chase will never give it. Not because you are wrong, not because you are unworthy, but because they benefit from your doubt. As long as you are uncertain, as long as you are seeking, you remain small. And your smallness keeps them comfortable. Chosen one, the universe did not choose you to keep others comfortable. You were chosen to disrupt, to shift, to carry a frequency that unsettles the stagnant. That means you will trigger some. That means you will lose some. That means some will whisper about you when your back is turned. And that is proof you are aligned, not evidence you are wrong. Think about this carefully. Every time you delayed a decision because you feared what others might say, time slipped through your hands. Every time you silenced yourself to avoid judgment, you silenced the very frequency the universe needed you to release. How many blessings have been postponed because you were busy waiting for someone else to clap for you first? But there is another path. The moment you stop chasing approval, you create space for flow. It doesn't mean you stop loving. It doesn't mean you stop serving. It means you stop betraying yourself for validation that never lasts. The flow feels different. It feels lighter. You wake up without the weight of other people's opinions pressing on your chest. You move without overthinking. You speak without rehearsing. You create without doubting. That is divine flow. When your steps are guided by alignment, not approval. And chosen one, this is what you came here for. To live in that flow. To embody what happens when someone chooses their divine contract over human applause. Because your soul signed agreements before you arrived here. It signed to heal, to rise, to carry frequency. And nowhere in that contract did it say, seek approval first. So tonight, let this be your shift. Let this be the moment you say, enough. Enough bending. Enough begging. Enough shrinking. Because the only approval that matters is already written in your soul. The universe has already approved you. That's why you were chosen. That's why you were led here. That's why this message is finding you right now. And in the days to come, you will see the test. You will feel the pull to chase again. You will feel the temptation to explain yourself one more time. That is the old frequency asking for one last chance to keep you trapped. And when it comes, remember this. You don't need to prove yourself. You only need to align yourself. Chosen one. If you can hold this truth, your life will accelerate. Not through force, but through flow. Doors will open. Timelines will shift. People you thought you needed will fall away. And those you truly align with will appear without effort. That is the power of choosing divine flow over human approval. So ask yourself now, are you ready? Ready to let go of the weight of opinions? Ready to stop dimming your fire? Ready to step into alignment without asking permission? If your answer is yes, type it, speak it, claim it. I'm ready. Because the universe is listening. And tonight, it is waiting for your decision. Chosen one. Now that you've faced the truth about chasing approval, you must understand what happens when you release it. The moment you stop bending for validation, your spirit begins to realign. It is as if the river that had been blocked by stones suddenly breaks free, flowing again with power and direction. That river is your divine flow. You've felt glimpses of it before. Those rare moments when you acted without hesitation and everything clicked into place. When you spoke your truth and the right person heard it. When you followed your intuition and the result was better than you imagined. That was flow. That was the universe showing you how life feels when you are aligned with yourself. But here is the mistake so many chosen ones make. They touch that flow, but then they run back to approval. They second-guess themselves. They seek reassurance. They dilute the frequency. And just like that, the river clogs again. The flow dries up. The clarity vanishes, and they wonder why the peace doesn't last. Chosen one, tonight is about breaking that pattern. Your divine flow cannot coexist with approval chasing. One will always block the other. The more you seek approval, the more stagnant your energy becomes. The more you release it, the more your timeline accelerates. Think about it. Every great shift in your life came when you stopped waiting. When you finally decided, this is my truth, whether they understand or not. That is when doors opened. That is when opportunities aligned. That is when you felt alive. Because your soul thrives in authenticity, not in approval. So what does it look like to walk in divine flow? It looks like making choices from intuition, not fear. It looks like trusting the quiet pull in your chest instead of the loud opinions outside of you. It looks like moving forward even when no one claps, because you know the universe is applauding already. And yes, it will feel lonely at first. When you stop chasing approval, some people will leave. They will call you selfish, distant, even arrogant. But chosen one, understand this. They are not reacting to your truth. They are reacting to their loss of control. Because when you no longer bend, they can no longer manipulate. And that scares them. Do not mistake their discomfort for your failure. It is their reflection, not your reality. The very fact that your alignment unsettles them is proof that you are walking correctly. Your frequency is rising, and not everyone can come with you. This is where courage is required. To stand in your flow even when you are misunderstood. To honor your contract even when it costs you relationships. To protect your energy even when the world calls you difficult. That is the mark of the chosen. Not to be liked by everyone, but to be aligned with the truth. Chosen one, the more you practice this, the easier it becomes. Approval will lose its grip. The need to explain yourself will fade. You will realize that the people who truly belong in your life don't need convincing. They already resonate with your frequency. And those who don't, they were never yours to begin with. This is the test of the portal you are standing in right now. The universe is asking you, will you chase approval again, or will you choose flow? Will you keep handing your power to others, or will you finally anchor in yourself? The answer will shape your days ahead. If you choose approval, the cycle repeats. More stagnation, more frustration, more waiting for a blessing that seems delayed. But if you choose flow, everything changes, quickly, effortlessly, miraculously. Because flow is not forced, it is received. So, take a breath. Chosen one. Feel the shift in your body as you let go. Imagine yourself stepping into the river, no longer blocked by opinions. Feel the current carry you forward. That is your divine flow, and it has been waiting for you all along. Chosen one, hear me clearly now. The weight you've been carrying was never yours. The exhaustion in your chest, the doubt in your mind, the restlessness in your spirit, much of it has been the cost of chasing approval. You thought if you gave more, people would see you. You thought if you bent further, they would finally love you. You thought if you stayed small, they would feel comfortable enough to keep you close. But the truth is this: no amount of shrinking will ever satisfy those who cannot handle your light. You could pour yourself out 1,000 times, and they would still demand more. And while you tried to earn their approval, you were blocking your divine flow. The universe has been waiting for you to realize this. It has been whispering through your fatigue, through your disappointments, through the moments you wondered why life felt stuck. It wasn't because you lacked purpose. It wasn't because you weren't ready. It was because your flow was clogged by the constant need to be accepted. Chosen one, tonight the universe is asking you to release it. Release the approval you've been chasing. Release the people who only clap when you dim yourself. Release the need to explain your every move. When you release it, something powerful happens. The flow returns. Your divine flow is like a river. It knows where it's going. It doesn't need a map. It doesn't need permission. It doesn't need applause. It moves with clarity and force, carving new paths when old ones are blocked, finding its way no matter the obstacles. And that river is within you. It has been waiting for you to stop damming it with approval. Imagine what your life would look like if you let it flow. Imagine waking up without second-guessing yourself. Imagine moving through your day with ease, because you are no longer trying to please everyone. Imagine feeling peace in your chest, even when others misunderstand you. That is what's waiting for you on the other side of this decision. But there is a test here. The moment you stop chasing approval, the universe will show you who was never truly for you. Some people will fade. Some opportunities will dissolve. Some connections will feel distant. This is not loss, it is cleansing. The flow cannot carry you while you cling to the weight of false approval. Chosen one, it takes courage to let go. But you have that courage. You wouldn't have been brought to this message if you didn't. The fact that you are here proves that your soul is ready to walk differently, to move in alignment instead of seeking applause. to trust the flow instead of waiting for validation. And here is the promise. When you choose flow, you will never regret it. The people who truly belong will celebrate you without needing you to shrink. The opportunities that align with your purpose will find you without you chasing. The peace you've been begging for will arrive naturally, because peace always flows where alignment lives. So, chosen one, let tonight be your turning point. Let this be the moment you put the chase down. You don't need to run after approval anymore. You only need to walk in truth, because your truth is the approval the universe has already given you. Stop chasing. Start flowing. That is the divine instruction. And if you follow it, the weeks ahead will not just feel lighter, they will transform. Chosen one, if you made it here, it means this message was for you. You didn't stumble on it by accident. You didn't land here randomly. You were guided, pulled, aligned, because your soul has been ready to hear what your mind has been too afraid to admit. The approval you've been chasing is blocking your divine flow. And now, the truth is out in the open. You've seen it. You've felt it. You can't deny it anymore. Every time you silenced yourself to be accepted, your fire dimmed. Every time you reshaped yourself to please others, your river of destiny became clogged. Every time you begged for applause, you delayed the very blessings you've been praying for. But that cycle ends tonight, because now you know. And once you know, you can't go back to pretending. You can't go back to living small just so others can feel big. You can't go back to asking for permission when the universe already gave you authority. You can't go back to chasing what was never meant to define you. Chosen one, listen carefully. You are already approved, not by people, not by their opinions, but by the universe itself. You were approved the moment you were chosen. You were approved the moment you were given breath, gifts, vision, and calling. You don't need applause to validate what's already eternal. And here is where your freedom lies. You don't have to keep running after people who will never clap for you. You don't have to keep explaining your soul to those who were never meant to understand it. You don't have to keep exhausting yourself in exchange for temporary approval that dissolves as soon as you stop performing. You are not a performer. You are not a puppet. You are not here to dance for the acceptance of others. You are here to align with your contract, to embody your frequency, to walk your path unapologetically. And the moment you stop chasing approval, you will feel the shift. At first, it may feel quiet, lonely even, because the noise of validation will fall away. But that quiet is not emptiness. It is peace. That loneliness is not abandonment. It is alignment. That stillness is not loss. It is space for your divine flow to return. And when it does, you will recognize it instantly. You will feel lighter. You will move with ease. You will wake with clarity. You will trust your intuition without second-guessing it. You will speak your truth without rehearsing it. And you will see the universe respond to your authenticity in ways applause never could. Because chosen one, applause cannot open doors. Approval cannot shift timelines. Validation cannot heal your soul. But divine flow can. And divine flow only returns when you stop betraying yourself to win what was never meant to be chased. This is your moment. This is your threshold. The universe is holding out its hand to you right now, asking, will you keep chasing or will you flow? Will you keep dimming or will you burn? Will you keep begging for crumbs or will you feast on the abundance that has been waiting for you? The choice is yours. And it doesn't require anyone else's permission. It only requires your decision. Right now, so I want you to seal this in reality. Speak it into the comments. Type it. Claim it. Anchor it. Write, I choose flow, not approval. Let that be your declaration, your contract, your yes to the universe. Because once you anchor it, the timeline begins to shift. And chosen one, don't keep this to yourself. Share this with someone you know has been trapped in the chase. Someone whose light has dimmed under the weight of needing approval. You might be the sign they've been begging for. You might be the one who opens the door for their freedom. And if you felt this message in your spirit, don't walk away without making the connection permanent. Subscribe right now. Turn on your notifications, not because this channel needs you, but because you need the reminders. You need the alignments. You need the next message that will keep you in your flow, keep you steady, keep you rising, because portals will open again. Lessons will return. The universe will keep moving, and you will want to be ready every time. This space is here to guide you, to remind you, to align you. Chosen one, breathe deep. This is your release. No more begging, no more shrinking, no more living small for applause. From tonight forward, you are walking in divine flow, and nothing, no one, no opinion, no rejection can block what the universe has already approved. You are chosen, you are aligned, and you are free. So go now, chosen one. Walk into your tomorrow with your head high and your fire burning. Trust the flow, protect the frequency, guard the contract, and never again waste your sacred energy chasing what was never meant to define you. The applause of the world fades, but the flow of the universe lasts forever. And tonight, it is yours. Chosen one, before you step away from this message, I want you to pause. Don't just let this be another video you watched. Don't let these words wash over you without anchoring them into your life. Because if this message found you, it's not random. It's alignment. It's your soul's reminder that you're ready to stop chasing approval and step into flow. But alignment requires action. The universe responds not just to what you hear, but to what you do with what you've heard. And right now, you are being invited to anchor this shift with one simple, powerful act. Declaration. Go into the comments right now and write, "I choose flow, not approval." Don't just think it. Don't just nod along. Speak it, type it, claim it. When you do, you are not just leaving a comment. You are making a spiritual contract. You are telling the universe, I am ready. I am available. I am done chasing. I am aligned with my flow. There is power in putting it into words, because every word carries frequency. Every sentence becomes energy released into the field. And when you declare it publicly, you are anchoring your choice in the timeline. This is how you shift from hearing a message to living it. And chosen one, look through the comments after you write it. You will see others who are on the same path. Strangers who feel like family. Souls you've never met, yet deeply recognize. This is not just a video. It is a gathering of chosen ones across the world. A collective rising, each one anchoring the same truth. That energy multiplies when you add your voice. But don't stop there. If this message stirred something inside you, if it confirmed what you already knew but were too afraid to admit, then make sure you stay connected. Subscribe right now and turn on notifications. Because this isn't the end of your alignment. It's the beginning. The universe moves in cycles. Portals open, timelines shift, and every time, the chosen ones are called to listen. You don't want to miss the next message that finds you. You don't want to lose momentum after the breakthrough you felt tonight. Staying connected here ensures you keep walking in flow, step by step, day by day. And let's be clear, this is not about subscribing to a channel. It's about subscribing to your soul's journey. It's about staying plugged into reminders that protect your fire, anchor your silence, and strengthen your spirit when the noise of the world tries to pull you back. Chosen one, you know how easy it is to slip back into old patterns. One moment of doubt, one person's disapproval, one night of second-guessing, and suddenly, you're back to chasing. That is why you need these reminders, to catch you before you fall, to hold you when you feel weak, to remind you of who you are when the world tries to make you forget. So don't hesitate. Hit that subscribe button now. Turn on the bell. Make a decision to keep walking this path with intention. Because chosen ones don't just wake up once. They wake up again and again at every threshold, every portal, every shift. And you will want to be here for the next one. And if this message really resonated, if you know someone who is still trapped in the chase, still dimming their light for approval, still exhausted from bending to opinions, share this with them. Don't assume they'll find it on their own. You might be the bridge. You might be the reason they finally let go. And that act of sharing is not just kindness. It is alignment. The universe often uses you as the messenger. Chosen one, your fire is too precious to waste. Your flow is too divine to block. Your path is too important to delay. You've already made the decision tonight by listening all the way through. Now seal it with action, comment, subscribe, share. Those aren't just YouTube tasks. They are spiritual acts. They are you saying, I am here. I am chosen. I am ready to walk in flow. So let's do this together. Anchor your choice. Connect with the collective. Stay in alignment. Because your best days are not waiting for approval. They are waiting for flow. And tonight, you chose it. Chosen one. Don't let this moment pass quietly. Declare it. Act on it. Step into it. The universe is watching, and your flow is ready. Chosen one, let me remind you of something powerful. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not failing. You are exactly where you need to be. Every detour, every delay, every rejection was never a denial. It was divine redirection. The path may have felt heavy, the nights long, the loneliness sharp, but even those moments were shaping you into who you are right now. Think back on your journey. Remember the times you thought you wouldn't make it, yet you're still here. Remember the nights you cried, wondering if anyone saw your effort, your pain, your heart. The universe saw it. Every tear watered the soil of your destiny. Every struggle stretched your spirit so you could carry more. Every no that hurt you deeply was actually the door closing so the right yes could appear at the right time. Chosen one, stop measuring yourself by how much others clap for you. Their applause does not determine your worth. Their silence does not mean you're unseen. Their rejection does not mean you're unworthy. The truth is, you were chosen before they ever knew your name. You were marked before they ever heard your voice. You were anointed before you ever proved yourself. And now, the shift is happening. Your soul feels it. The tiredness you've been carrying is not weakness. It's the weight of old cycles trying to fall away. That strange unease in your spirit is not confusion. It's alignment pulling you forward. The restlessness, the inner fire, the constant pull toward something greater is proof that your divine flow is returning. Chosen one, take a deep breath right now. Inhale all the fragments of yourself you gave away while chasing approval. Call your power back. Call your joy back. Call your freedom back. And as you exhale, release the shame. Release the doubt. Release the lies that told you you weren't enough. Release the weight of trying to prove yourself. You don't need it anymore. The world may not understand you, but that's not your concern. You weren't created to be understood by everyone. You were created to be aligned with your purpose, even if it makes others uncomfortable. The light within you was not meant to fit into their shadows. The fire inside you was not meant to warm people who only take and never give. And here's the beauty. Once you stop chasing their approval, doors you never imagined will open. You will find yourself in rooms you didn't fight for. Opportunities will appear without you begging for them. Connections will flow naturally without you forcing them. That's what divine flow looks like. It's effortless alignment. It's walking in peace while everything else falls into place around you. Chosen one, remind yourself daily. You are not defined by how many people accept you. You are defined by how deeply you accept yourself. You are not here to impress the world. You are here to embody the frequency of your calling. You are here to live authentically, unapologetically, boldly. So today, let go of the chase. Release the need to prove. Stop waiting for the applause and start living for alignment. Because once you do, your energy will shift. You'll notice you smile more, even without reason. You'll notice your steps feel lighter, even without knowing where they'll lead. You'll notice peace rising in you, even in the middle of uncertainty. That's what happens when divine flow returns. Chosen one, you've carried enough. You've performed enough. You've begged for enough. Tonight, step out of that cycle. Step into your flow. Trust the universe to meet you where you are. And remind yourself, the approval you were chasing is nothing compared to the abundance waiting for you in alignment. You are chosen. You are ready. And your flow cannot be blocked any longer.